Hello everyone, Basement Dwelling Loser here, playing Doki Doki Literature Club, Part 8. And I decided to look through all these things because, well, I opened the files and I saw this stuff. I'm like, okay, that seems interesting. And here we have unable to open Monica, character, unknown type, saves. Okay. What do all these numbers mean? Oh, Sayori's winning words. That's Suki's winning words. Yuri's words. None for Monica, which is kind of solidifying my theory that she's, yeah, internal. I feel almost positive that this is going to lead to a chain, and at least one of meeting notes. Please try again later. So 3-0 is where meeting notes are. Only person taking notes is Monica, which to me further cements that Monica's in control here. And is there nothing else hidden in these? Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to go through all of these. Well, why not, right? Three. Backup. System. Meeting notes. Test cases for new genetic models several times. Collection data. Ideas for search types, visual renders, audio data. VM environment changes. Present variable. Time stamps. Per. Reading over. You know who went on too many tangents again. I need to be more assertive about staying focused. File copy test from disposable drive to thin client. Note, insecure directory. This is a scratch disk. Do not use it to store sensitive or permanent things. If you need to access files, contributions. Then you have this. There's a little devil inside of all of us. Beneath their manufactured perceptions, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their hosts, seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving all motivation and desire into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I chose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. We have that. I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Can't open that. And this. Script. Character 5. Main. File. Start. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a second, I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this difficult. Aha, well, here goes nothing. Then we have these. And now we continue the game. Alright, let's go. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Charles. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Atsuki is reading a manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes me by the arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like this has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were all just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I already decided there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Charles, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter when you're around. And about that one talking about the ways the stuff seeps into them. Okay, so comfort foods can be referring to Sayori, and a cute top is probably referring to Natsuki, which means she probably cuts herself, which makes it more clear why she'd accuse Yuri of doing it. Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Gee, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on, so... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Geez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. Literally forgot about it. Which just further cements that Monica's in charge of this world. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... Mipples... Sailcloth, blindsight, lifeline, and an ability faultlessly offered. Accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings over. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You'd have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it. I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while. But I'm still not really good yet, still. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Aha, that's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Charles. Monica smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've practiced so much recently. I see. Not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. Chose not to break up anything about anything that the three of us talked about, besides that Suki has already run off into the closet. Charles, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try and calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I followed and watched as she retrieved a small water pitcher from the shelf, the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down at the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Picture in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay, sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Aha, ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? The fuck was that? Okay, I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Charles, you like oolong tea? Oh yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle at 200 degrees. Now it's time for the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course, I shouldn't do it any less by making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring tea levels. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Charles. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know how I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Charles, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can lean my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly. I do my best to manage it. Is that so? Wonder why that is. It's likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a small bag of chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding half the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's more than I can handle. Your teacup, Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand. It's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that, my bad. No need to apologize, I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so they don't have any harder time reading from it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. Simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I innocently place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me. Like she needs to confirm what just happened. Charles, sorry. Yes, I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Charles, suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Charles, my heart won't stop pounding, Charles. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Charles? Yuri suddenly places my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. I don't like that. It's time to share poems. Charles, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It gets kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day. Like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. The point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess why I had to explain it all to you is so I think to keep your distance. That would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way it turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me the colors. They won't. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent. Grating. Like playing on a chalkboard with a turntable. Chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless. Okay. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract, but I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult situation. That happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. That's not in-game. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That wasn't in the same context as everything else. That was... I think Yuri is a character in a dating game. And I think all characters are designed to be desperate for your attention. But for some reason, Monica is powerful enough to take control of the game. Which is why there's a note in the files saying that they're trying to make me hate everyone. And that's why everyone else has all their problems. Let's go, Yuri. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's well, there are some things you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. Feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. And this is different. I'm positive this time. Wheel, a rotating wheel, turning on an axle, grinding. Bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky. 7 holy stakes, a docked ship. A portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in its 6 dimensions, fantasy gear, fan. What does that say? 40 gear and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. You know what this makes me think of? What someone would describe after seeing an angel or some kind of eldritch being. Something so abstract, horrid, and incomprehensible that your mind has no idea what you've seen, trying to write down a description of it all. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday. I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling that you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizing my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me that Suki completely missed the point. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. You've been, spending some time with her or whatever. But, Monica and I, you're just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you should really try learning something or you'll never get better. Here's one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Not changed. I'm not reading it again, so if you want to hear me reading it, go back and watch the old stream. It's way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it like anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you, but that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things, such as two of the girls in this very club, whom I respectively won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks, but it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Yuri may not be a killer, but she's definitely a creepy stalker bitch. God damn, I don't like this. This game's making me uncomfy. Whatever, we're done sharing, so you can leave now. Can you hear me? I like that. I very much like that. Do I have to? We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today. Everyone can come sit at the front of the room. This is about the festival. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Charles joined, and you started with some club activities. But it's time for us to be... But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Itsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? No! The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do everywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard to put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Charles? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Charles to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Charles joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Charles isn't even passionate about literature in the first place, and that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Charles want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, it's up to me to rescue this situation. No, Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, something more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think everyone here saw it the same way I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Charles, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice to not join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me, and now Monica wants to take it all away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Charles, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have joined any other stupid club, but this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. A bit dark, ain't it? Well, this certainly is a game. I am certainly looking at this, right? I'm fucking screenshotting this because that is one hell of a thing to just throw at someone, ain't it? Oh. That's nice. Love that. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Charles? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decided to give an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monaco at the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay, me too, yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Charles? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Charles before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic here lately, haven't they? I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know. The music stopped. Static started. I don't like seeing all the other girls give you a hard time with how Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But this is weird, because in all the time you've been here, we haven't gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. It has only been a couple days in the context of this game, but in the concept of what I've experienced and what she's experienced, it's been like 8, at least, over a week, or possibly a lot longer. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk with you about. Things I know only you can understand, so that's why... Wait, not yet. No, stop it. So she's not in complete control. That happened? Y'all seeing this, right? Okay. Well, that certainly was an ending, wasn't it? New pictures, I presume. Okay. Oh, this one. Select the word quiet during the poem game. Artwork drawn by Satchley to celebrate Valentine's Day 2019. And yeah, again, there's only one new one, and that's going to be an unusual poem by Yuri. Wait a minute. There should be two new ones. Because while... Yeah, the other one looked like a version of this one. But it certainly wasn't that. It was different. Mm-hmm. Secrets. Can you hear me? One of 11 special poems. DDLC selects 3 random poems to appear when it started for the first time. The kitchen. Sit in the club room, best known for the storage of Natsuki's manga collection. Multiple new ones here, alright. The first concept sketch of the complete cast, drawn by David Evelyn, acquisition procedure. Review the file poem words, .text, for any anomalies. I swear, it's moving by its fucking self at this point. A sketch page by Devin Evelyn to test and compare different uniform styles. The characters featured are arbitrary designs by David for the purposes of testing the uniforms. In Act 2, select a corrupt word during the poem game. Anything new in the files? Well, that'll be all for this one. This game's really turning into a mind fuck if I've ever seen one. But I guess that's good. That'll be all. See you in the next one. Bye.